Hello and welcome to Paula M channel. It is always amusing to me when I hear The View, the show. I hardly ever watch it, but sometimes I do because this time it had to do with this royal stuff. I mean, Sunny, that lady, she's supposed to be a lawyer, educated, at least most of those people. I don't expect very much from Whoopi. But from the others, and it's incredible how outraged they are, especially Whoopi, who is a black woman, and that Sunny lady, who have fought so hard against colonialism, who have criticized the monarchy for being a racist institution. And yet here they are. First, wrong, and then defending Meghan's use of a colonialist title. And not only that, they are angered at the mere thought of her losing a title. If anybody can explain that to me, because Insani Hostin goes on and says that she'd like to receive something from a princess. Isn't she a feminist? I mean, the levels of embarrassment, it is incredible, guys. And we're going to get into this. And I want to hear your views because The View, I know that they're insane, but they really, really lost it. Telling a foreign nation what they can and cannot do with titles, honors, or whatever.
Royal rumor mill is buzzing after Meghan Markle sent a gift to a friend using her former title, Her Royal Highness, despite the fact that she and Harry stepped away from their royal roles in 2020. Damn them! This has reportedly enraged heir to the throne, Prince William, who wants to officially strip their behinds of the title once and for all. Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
That is a question that actually we shouldn't even be asking. This is a question that should have been answered by Meghan Markle, a woman who has done many documentaries. I mean, in the latest podcast, she just went on Jamie Kern Lima and said that her and Harry being in the royal family was like being in the trenches. I mean, 5 years on, you would think she'd be talking about something else. She talked about anything else other than the royals. That'd be great. But all she does is complain that her and H. So if I were her and she says that this is a racist institution, I would want nothing to do with it. So instead of criticizing the royal family or even asking this question, the question that, in my very humble opinion, that Whoopi should be asking is, why is Meghan still calling herself a royal? After all, she's an American. She's repeatedly denounced this institution as racist. I mean, she has said the most horrible things about this family. She has separated her husband from everything that has to do with that family. And not only that, she doesn't even allow contact of her phantom children with that family.
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
No, it's not.
There you are.
Because
Wake me up when you're done.
thank you. It is not. And it is because the agreement that was made did not remove the title. It restricted the way it was to be used. It was not to be used publicly. And she was giving a friend some strawberry jam that she made herself. And she wrote HRH, the Duchess of
And
Sussex.
since Sonny seems to think that she's an expert about what the Queen ordered, and please make no mistake, this was not a request to Meghan. This was an order from Her Majesty the Queen. The statement from Buckingham Palace explicitly says the Sussexes will not use their HRH titles as they are no longer working members of the royal family. That seems pretty clear to me. So Sonny and all these ladies in the panel are adding words to something because they want that narrative to be there. The statement is, you're no longer HRH. You cannot use the HRH titles, period. This is not, oh, but you can use it here or you can use it there. No, you can't used it. And Meghan was caught. And what we're going to watch is incredibly, and it's interesting because they try to justify this, which has no justification. This is how ignorant they sound.
I will also say the Queen did not want Camilla to be called the Queen. The Queen wanted Camilla to be called the Queen Consort.
Which
King
is very
Charles.
iffy.
Yes,
Doesn't that sound
but her
like
husband became king and changed all that.
Changed it.
Okay,
right.
And he's going to do the
So
same
if
thing.
she can be the Queen.
I don't even know how these women have a TV or on TV or even are not embarrassed to speak. They just proved the point that I'm making, that the king and the monarch can do whatever they want with titles, because all royal titles are honorary. They are not, the titles belong to the monarchy, and the monarch decides who to give it to, how to give it to, when to give it to take it back, to give it away, to do whatever the hell he wants to. So they just proved my point.
Yes, but her husband became king and changed all that.
Changed it.
Okay,
And he's going to do the
So
same
if
thing.
she can be the Queen, Meghan can be HRH.
I think
my opinion.
I feel like Sunny finds her honey, her royal highness. I think there are no heroes here. I find it a little bit cringe to give a gift to a close friend and sign it her royal highness, but I find it way cringier and just very, very petty that Prince William is reportedly just waiting to take the throne and be king so that he could strip her of her title. Like, you only live once, make up with your brother and his wife.
You made homemade strawberry jam. It's kind of like a doctor when you keep referring to them as doctor, and like, call me Susan. Like, I would never refer to myself as her royal highness.
This is really interesting because they said, oh, you only live once. You have to make up with your brother. In order for Prince William to forgive Harry, they need to ask for forgiveness, which is not happening because they are so entitled that they think that they are owed an apology. So this is always baffling to me that people keep asking, oh, William should forgive them. Well, have Harry and Meghan asked for forgiveness? I haven't heard that at all. And it is incredible that Sonny says that if Camilla can be called queen, so can Meghan be called an HRH. Still the wrong question.
Never refer to myself as her royal highness.
I want her to give me HRH.
Can I just ask a really dumb question that I just woke up for?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got your attention.
Oh, is that boring?
It's the subject matter.
Yeah.
I think it is cringier that her friend aired it publicly.
I don't think she did. Didn't it go on the podcast?
That's public. Yeah, but that's public. And so to me, I think if somebody gives you a gift, you can say, so-and-so, my friend so-and-so gave me a present.
Yeah.
But you don't need to, I don't feel like she needed to show that.
Whoopi, that was very insightful.
I didn't think of that.
Just to, I always show this because it's very important for people to know maybe the view that I'm going to tag them and see if they can read. Maybe they can read something. This is a UK parliamentary petition because people were wrongly, certain YouTubers and even so-called royal experts were misguiding people into starting a UK parliamentary petition asking Parliament to remove the titles from Harry. Now, Meghan has no titles. Meghan gets to call herself that because of her husband and because the Queen allowed it. Okay, so this is what they responded. Their petition was rejected. We can't publish petitions about honors and appointments, including asking for people to be given or have titles removed. In any case, the use of royal titles are a matter for Her Majesty the Queen and not the government or Parliament. I kid you not, because now we're seeing a bunch of articles spreading misinformation saying that can Prince William really take away Meghan and Harry titles when he becomes king? And I kid you not, they say that he can't. He has to go through Parliament. And this is the thing that people don't understand, that they are so misguided and they're inundating all of these platforms with these kinds of stupid articles that mislead people into thinking that William Kent, that a monarch, can't take titles away, when that is not the case. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. In 1937, the king abdicated, and his brother, the new king, made him a duke and an HRH. He said that he should remain an HRH, but only him, not the Duchess of Windsor, which is Wallis, that divorced woman. So they can't do that. Then Prince Philip renounced his princehood and he became a regular citizen. So the king made him a duke. And then the queen later on made him a prince. The king and the monarch can do anything because he's the fount of all royal titles. And I, for one, don't see anything petty. And I find that the outrage, the anger, the mocking that they have, it should be the other way around. They should be asking Meghan, why are you insistent on using titles from an institution you have repeatedly denounced as cruel, racist, to the point that she wanted to self-exit, an institution that you had to flee, that you have just referred to and compared it to being in the trenches in a war, an institution that you have featured in a documentary calling it a colonialist institution. That's the question that I would be asking. And the interesting part of it all is because it seems that Meghan Markle has fallen off with Jamie Kern Lima because she showed the picture. And it's interesting how Whoopi is saying it like that. Oh, I blame the friend for showing that, not Meghan. Again, Meghan goes without any consequences because the one breaking the rules here is Meghan. The Queen forbade her from using the HRH periods. This would be like Harry trying to use his military uniforms or titles. He can't. He has been banned from using that. He can't go in private and use them. This is why he didn't use it when he went in that gala in New York. He used the medals, but not the uniform. This is why during the Prince Philip and the Queen's funeral, he couldn't use the military uniforms, and he was allowed only one night. But other than that, he can't. Meghan can't use the HRH, and those are not her titles. And the titles are neither Harry's either, guys. That's a shocking thing. The titles, all of these titles belong to the monarchy of the United Kingdom. And the king, the monarch, can decide what to do with them. So why do you think that rather than blame the friend, they don't call Meghan Markle out? Tell her, Meghan, use your name. Be proud of who you are. You renounce these people. No, it's the friend that's the guilty one. So they want people to cover up Meghan Markle's criminal actions. And let me tell you why that is a crime. Because in the United Kingdom, if you publicly use a royal title without the permission of the Queen or the monarch, that is a criminal act. You cannot have any royal warrants. You cannot have anything like that without the monarch's approval. If you do, there is an act and there's a criminal penalty, like I said yesterday. So what do you think of The View? I find them incredibly hypocritical because they're all like, Whoopi Goldberg has gone on record trashing the monarchy when Meghan Markle and Harry did that interview for Oprah, and then the Harry and Meghan on Netflix, and Meghan in every interview claiming to be a victim. And yet, they are defending the fact that she's using a title. Would she be so pleased to defend Meghan Markle if she's using a KKK title? The Grand, I don't know what they are, but it's the same thing because that's what Meghan Markle compared the royal family to. The KKK, pretty much. Colonialist, racist, cruel. You know that they question the color of her baby's skin, which is, in my opinion, a complete BS. But it shows the ignorance because, yes, Sonny and Whoopi and everybody, the King, William, can take those titles away. And all those magazines that are putting it out there, all those royal experts who fail to read, they are wrong too. The King can do it. And Parliament has already responded. And I've just shown you the letters patents that the King back then can make people prince. For example, Charles can easily make Catherine princess in her own right if he wanted to. Just goes to show you. But it's just the hypocrisy of it all is always baffling to me. I can never get over their ignorance, stupidity, and hypocrisy, most of all, from all these women who claim to be feminist.